yeah, this solidifies it. This is easily one of the greatest slasher franchises of all time. Scream 2 was released in 1997, directed by Wes Craven, starring Neve Campbell, David Arquette, Courtney Cox, Jamie Kennedy, Roger Jackson, and Timothy Olyphant. And this is easily a top tier slasher sequel. It takes all the slasher sequel tropes, turns it on its head like the first one did. So let's go ahead and start off this review, starting off with the good. And there's a lot to really love about this movie. First of all, once again, all the characters are very fun and very likable. First, you have Neve Campbell as Sidney Prescott reprising her role, and she's really great. She's really solidified herself at this point, just 2 movies in, as one of the greatest horror protagonists of all time. I just really love the way she plays the character, and I like the way that she takes more precautions to prevent Ghostface, but still ultimately failing to prevent Ghostface, because Ghostface still exists. But I just like the way she plays the character. She does a really great job. And then you have Courtney Cox as Gail, and she gets a lot more to do in this movie. And I really like the way she plays the character. And finally, rounding out the main trio, you have David Arquette as Dewey. Still my favorite character in this franchise. Just absolutely terrific. Does an amazing job. And I really love the chemistry between him and Courtney Cox. I think it's really great, and it really builds their characters. I just love them as a couple. Even though, yeah, like I said, it didn't really end well for them in real life, but I still really like them together in this franchise. They're just absolutely adorable as a couple. And then Jamie Kennedy comes back as Randy, and he is obviously still amazing. Still the character I relate to the most in this franchise, because he is a movie nerd, I'm a movie nerd, and I just really like his whole explanation of rules, how to survive a horror sequel, what a horror sequel is, what it does, how it's usually goes bigger, gets more carnage candy, which is true. There's a lot of really great carnage candy in most horror sequels. And then, obviously, the character of Ghostface is memorable as ever. I just love the robe and the mask design. And obviously, Roger Jackson's performance as the voice, still top tier. Very menacing performance from him in this movie. And then you have the killers in this movie. There's 2, once again. First, you have Mrs. Loomis, played by Laurie Metcalf. And she does a really great job. She's more like a last-minute reveal. There's really nothing building up her reveal, but she does a really good job. And when she's revealed to be the killer, she is given an absolutely terrific performance. She's just out for revenge for Billy's death in the first movie. And I just thought that that was a really good motivation. And then you have the loose cannon killer, like with most of these franchises. The loose cannon killer, you have Timothy Olyphant as Mickey Alterari, and he is an absolutely terrific killer. He's got that unhinged energy that Matthew Lillard had. Matthew Lillard obviously still did unhinged better, but Timothy Olyphant still captured it really, really well. And I really like the way he played the character, and I like how he was a more calculated, also killer, but still the loose cannon, unhinged killer. And I just really like him as a killer. He's easily top 3 or 4 for me. And then a character I'm just now forgetting to bring up, but Liev Schreiber as Cotton Weary, really great character. They did the red herring with his character really well, because the entire movie we're led to believe that maybe he's the killer. And apparently in the original script he was a killer, but I still really like him as this character, and I like how he helps Sidney at the end of the movie. Really great character, deserved better. We'll get to that next review. And you have the story of this movie. You get the college setting. Ghostface goes on a killing spree there. Really, really great. I love the revenge story with Mrs. Loomis. And I like just the whole atmosphere of the setting. You get more characters, so you get a bigger list of suspects on who Ghostface could be. So I really like that. And obviously get some really great kills in this movie. Like I said earlier, with horror sequels, you're bound to get more Carnage Candy, and deliver on Carnage Candy they did, because it was absolutely terrific. And then you have the score. Obviously, the score is great, like it always is. The editing and the atmosphere, like I said, absolutely terrific. Really builds on the suspense in this film. And that's about all for the good. On to the bad. And there's one or two things. First, I did not like that they killed Randy in this movie. I feel like this is a character that should have stuck around for a while in this franchise. And I just really, really liked him, and I don't like the fact that they killed him. Then there's the reveal of Mrs. Loomis as the killer. And like I said, Laurie Metcalf does a really great job. But I just feel like she was kind of just shoehorned in because, oh, we have to have two killers. How about this character that appeared earlier in the movie? Make her Billy's mom. I don't know. That just kind of felt random to me, I guess. But maybe that was the plan the entire time. I don't know. But that's about all for the bad. On the final thoughts, I still really like this movie. It's a really great entry into the Scream franchise. One of the best slasher franchises of all time. Scream 2, great sequel, great story, and I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. So that was my review for Scream 2. Have you seen this movie? Let me know down in the comments what you thought about it. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.